Hope you're doing well today. Here is our midweek thought. This week on our Who We Are series, we're thinking about what we call growing in love for one another within the community of the church. And the reality is that can sometimes be difficult, can't it? It seems so straightforward. Love one another. But we know that sometimes people are annoying. They're not like us. They do things differently. They can be frustrating. The reality is, it's always been that way. If you read the New Testament letters, there's so much about people falling out and being urged to reconcile and to get on. If you read the book of 1 Corinthians, the Apostle Paul says, stop falling out about which leader you follow. There's divisions among you because one prefers Apollos and one prefers Peter or one prefers Paul. Get to Ephesians and they're falling out about Jews and Gentiles, and they're told to maintain the unity of the Spirit. And as you go on, there's more and more of these things. Book of Philippians, generally the letter of joy. And then at the end there's these two ladies who are mentioned, who are falling out with one another, urged to reconcile. And so the reality is, it's difficult. And learning to grow in love for one another is dependent on up. It exposes who we really are when we're in community with one another. And so we need to depend on God to be growing in our walk with God in order to love one another. Just going to read from Ephesians 4. Paul is talking about the gifts. He says some are apostles, prophets, evangelists, pastors and teachers to equip the church, to equip the people for works of service, so that the body of Christ may build up. What's the end game? Until we all reach unity in the faith and in the knowledge of the Son of God and become mature, attaining to the whole measure of the fullness of Christ. We need to be growing until we get to unity and become mature. Growing up and in go together and impact, as we think about next week, out. That's our midweek thought. Keep going, keep trying, keep coming back, keep loving one another. How can you encourage people? How can you express that this week? Take care. Back on this channel for Act of Worship on Sunday, premieres at 11 a.m.